What's up, CNC woodworkers? My name's Corbin and this is a trivet or hot pad. You stick your hot stuff on it to protect your table or countertops. I wanted to create an easy first-time project for those of you learning your CNC. But this could also be a product for you to make and sell, or you could make some and give them away as holiday gifts. I'll post a link down below for you to get the Vectric VCarve file, but feel free to copy this design. Basically, no woodworking is really required. You just have to cut a piece of wood to the rough dimensions. You just have to make sure that the piece of wood is at least as big as what we put in the Vectric VCarve file. In this case, I'm going to cut out 2 at a time using Vectric's Array Toolpath feature. One thing I have to be aware of is where to clamp this thing. And if I look at my model, I can kind of see where it's going to cut out and where I want to avoid. So basically, I put a clamp close to the end, one in the middle, and one on the other end, I should be safe. I use my own 3D printed clamps. The link for these will be in the description, but you could really use anything that you have to clamp it down. You could also use double-sided tape. The advantage of double-sided tape is that you won't hit anything, and you could eliminate the use of tabs. The X and Y origin doesn't have to be too precise, and you can actually just eyeball it. The way that I actually set this up is using offsets, and I'll make a video on how to use offsets in a little bit. I like the Z origin to be my spoil board, my CNC table bed, and when you manually change bits, the only thing you have to make sure is that you touch off in the same location each time for consistency. In VCarve, I selected all the vectors and did a pocket that's 100 thousandths of an inch deep. I used an 1/8 of an inch downcut bit with the speeds and feeds shown here. The next thing was to cut out the shape. I used a 3/8 of an inch downcut bit. I use a downcut bit because it leaves good finish. If you don't have a 3/8 of an inch bit, a 1/4 inch bit will also work fine. After that, I took it off the table and did some sanding. I started with 150 grit and then moved over to 220 grit. The hardest part was to sand in between the little hex shapes. I used a little piece of sandpaper on some small scrap piece of wood, but I also found using a Dremel with a brass wire brush helped get the fuzzies off a bit too. I decided to finish these off with Osmo Wood Wax Finish, extra thin. This is just what I had around, and I just wiped some on, let it sit for 30 minutes, and wiped off any excess. It takes about a day to fully cure. And that's it. And this project started out because I had some deep inlays that didn't work out, and so I started to design some hex shapes to cut out some trivets with them. If you want to see a project with this inlay, we probably wouldn't do it with a deep inlay because it's really difficult, but this would make a great VCarve project. If you want to see it, I could throw it into VCarve and set it up for you. Let me know, guys, in the comments. That's pretty much it. Thanks for watching. Bye.